Since y'all don't know, hold on. Let me get this right. So this young lady has been going around. Her name is Luna. She's been going around on several different panels and stuff, you know, critiquing quote unquote black women about being feminine and traditional wives and, you know, things like that, you know, saying everything that the men probably want to hear. So let's take a look at some of the things that happened. I wasn't prepared to show this, but since everybody didn't see it, we're just gonna take a little look. So this is not a petty to you.
And if I could, I would just like to ask, out of respect, can I please just finish my sentence before?
So we are talking about the young lady with the how do you pronounce it, sister and brother? Hijab. Yeah. She's dressed.
Yeah, it's a hijab.
Hijab. She's dressed in a hijab. She's covered up from head to toe, like she's in some type of Muslim attire. So she's presenting herself a certain way, right? When you see her, what do you think?
I think she Muslim for real here.
Anybody else?
I mean, you look at her, you might think she's Muslim, but you got to hear her speak.
Yeah.
I'm just going on when you see her, because when I first clicked on the live and I saw her, I was like, oh, I have got, you know, different religions up there, because the young lady that's on the end, Miss Guinea, she's a Christian, very devout Christian. And so he has different, so I'm thinking he has different types of women on here. Okay, but it gets interesting. Okay, listen.
I'll add something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Outlandish. But anyways, I was just saying that I agree that men are the prize, just for the simple fact that men take like most of the financial loss when it comes to being married. Women want men to take on the bills. Most of the time they pay for the wedding, and just the bills alone is like a loss. So therefore a man is the prize, because if we have these standards and qualifications for what we need a man to be in order to marry the man, then how could you turn around and say the man isn't the prize if you're the one gaining and he is in total loss? Even in divorce, the man walks away with less than he came there with, and a man can do bad by himself. So a man could potentially stay single and like keep his assets and double them, or he can choose to marry a woman and like share his assets and give his assets, which in turn is like kind of taking a loss. So he's the prize.
What?
So they wouldn't necessarily know or admit that they were. I'm black and Jewish. I just cover my.
Okay. Here we go.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was trying to get off mute. Two things. One, I just want to point out the fact I am not Muslim. I am Black and Jewish. I just cover my hair out of respect for my husband. But for two, I believe that a lot of women can be jealous of men, but it's not intentional. So they wouldn't necessarily know or admit that they were being jealous of men. But I think women with masculine qualities are inherently jealous of men, meaning that they see what a man does and they wish they could be like him. They wish they could be the breadwinner. They wish they could own the business. They wish they could lead the household. They wish they could make the decisions, things of that nature. So I think a lot of women, a lot of Black women especially, are jealous of men. They just wouldn't necessarily know or own up to it because it's not intentional, but it is something that we see.
Okay. Interesting. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, sexual feminism with the amount of whoredom that's been supported, but they call.
Okay, let's stop right there. So y'all get the picture, right? Y'all get the picture because the title of the show was The Sisterhood versus the Pygmies, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's take this down. So we kind of so she's been going on these panels, and quite frankly, there has been a lot of women doing this. Ever since I've been into the YouTube thing, I've seen it a lot, where people just, they're one way another day, and 2 days later they're another way. So let me play. Well, if you didn't see the clip I had in the intro, let me play that for you so you'll understand why we came to this. So the second time I saw her on the show, something happened. Now, she fooled a lot of people, okay? She fooled a lot of people. Because when I was watching the show, there were people in the chat, yes, girl, you tell them. And all the men were on her side, blah, 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 And because, everybody's so against, the other ladies and stuff like that, because, sometimes they could be out of order. But they were bigging this woman up so much. And, I myself noticed something was really weird, because when she was talking, if you notice how she was talking, she's very precise. And how she was saying things did not come from, I guess, I can't say like a woman. It sounded like a man. You get what I'm saying? So it was like, these talking points are something else. So me and Miss She Said done a show a year ago, really? It was actually a year ago. And we talked about, yes, exactly. And I put the links in the chat, in the description. We did a live on Manosphere Chameleons. We did a live on soft girl errors. I mean, we talk about it all the time. And so I was tickled pink when the exposure happened, and then you saw everybody in the chat. Oh, she's a chameleon. Oh, she's a pig. It was hilarious. So I think I need to remind some people of what me and Miss She Said had to say. It has published suggestions for women. We've seen it. We've seen on these panels to make them non-toxic, valuable partners for relationships and long-term commitment. As a result, a wave of women who are not like that has been spreading through the manosphere. What do you guys think about that? Is it the manosphere fault by them giving out so much information to the women that they were able to infiltrate? They were able to put on the chameleon to get into the manosphere? What do you guys think about that?
I don't think so. I think that any woman no matter what she's saying, can infiltrate the manosphere. Like the manosphere, and I'm part of the red pill world. I rock with some of those bigger names out there in that space. And what I've noticed is the vast majority of guys over there, they just want to be seen. Right. So any woman can come in there and see one of these dudes and he's going to fall for whatever. But, you know, I'm seeing a lot of women on Instagram. I'm seeing a lot of women in Miami. I haven't seen it here in Tampa that much, but, you know, starting to cover their hair and cover and change their look. And it's like, yo, ain't that little shorty that was dancing at the strip club last week? Yeah, that's her. Like, she Muslim now. Like, what's going on with that? And it's just game. They're just... I think a lot of women who are out here trying to work the system, trying to work their little game, and they realize they can only get so far trying to get the type of person they want, and they're trying to clean it up. You know, I think that might be a thing that's going on.
Okay. I think it's just people, well, the women that want to get in there just because they heard of it, and others just because they want to debunk it. You have men out here that's saying what they want, and they still not listening. So the manosphere is created, and now that the manosphere is created, everybody think the manosphere was created because of KS, which is true to a point. He just gave us the platform, and he said what we've been saying for years. But the only person that could say it was him. And now that he said it, now it's spread out. Now women wants to debunk that, and especially now that he's gone, RIP.
All right. Anybody else? I'm gonna play the clip. Let's get it. Let's do and say just enough to get a covering. Go ahead. Somebody said something?
Nah, you go ahead, sis. Keep rolling. I got you.
Okay. From a man. So now I'm no longer an independent woman. I need a man, so now I need to act right so I can get one. These are the women that get married and still have the single mindset or feminist ideals. All right, let's stop right there, because this is where I'm going to go. Because in this young lady's rhetoric, if anybody remember, those in the chat that saw the live, she kept saying, but I'm married. But I'm married. She kept saying like being married was the be all to end all. She could do what she wants, say what she wants. And because she's married, I'm better than you.
Didn't Brother Kevin say that all the time? Show me the ring. Is that might be the way?
But it's clear, and we broke it down in this live, the link is in the description, that a lot of these women will take on everything that the man would say that they want from a woman just to get you, but they put it on a facade. They're playing a game. It's only to get what they want. But in their heart, in their mind, they still have a single mindset. They still have a feminist mindset. They still on the sexual liberation. We're gonna get to that part.
Lord have mercy.
Wouldn't those be the actual pick-me's?
There you go.
Basically. I mean, if you're just trying to get picked so that you can fool somebody, that's a pick-me. A woman that's actually speaking on the truth of the situation, they mislabel them as pick-me's when they're just trying to tell you what's up. Like, you red lipstick, and of course, sis. You know, and a lot of ladies out here talking the truth out here, but the true pick-me's are the ones that are out here that are acting one way and doing something different. I mean, she put on an entire headdress to fool a man. Yeah. Like that's just going to the extreme, you know. So yeah, it's insane.
Right.
Absolutely. I wouldn't disagree with anything y'all said so far. The only thing I would sprinkle on top is, you know, it's indicative of society, the way we date, probing questions, you know, like my brother said, you know, anybody could get in talking, sis. It's just talking. They can say what you want to hear. They can say the right things. They can listen long enough to put together a masterpiece. But it's those probing questions. It's those details that we don't pay attention to, that we don't dive further down the rabbit hole to find out if this information is organic or if you just spewing someone else's rhetoric. But again, This is how we vet. But we tell people to go to therapy. Well, they can't even pick a boyfriend or a girlfriend. They can't pick a therapist. I hate to break it to y'all. They're even harder to pick than boyfriends and girlfriends. But again, you know, that's when it becomes a talking point. When people just give these solutions like everybody can go to therapy, like all therapists have an open and available schedule, like it's just this utopia, and it's not. Eventually, it comes back on you. You need to learn how to pick. That's why we wave our flag on New York City. Showtime at the Apollo. We watching it right now. If you don't know how to pick talent, that's you. That's not the talent. That's on your eye. That's on your je ne sais quoi, your character. And we've been saying that since day one, sis. But like you said, if they're not listening, if all they want to listen to is the popular table, y'all going to hear a bunch of what y'all hear. When the smart kids, the nerdy, artsy, fartsy kids, the backpack crew, the native tongue, they right here, been here for a year, 1 year later.
Yeah.
And they won't be too humble to say it, but I'm not. This is where the information is. If y'all want to come get it, come get it. But for young lady,
shame.
Okay.
Shame.
That's real talk, man. So, you know, I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm a retired air traffic controller, but I've been in comedy for a little over 20 years now. And, you know, we talk about this movement, this manosphere, the red pill and all this, but Bill Burr has been doing this type of material for going on 30 years. I mean, he talks about a whole lot of stuff. He's not red pill, nothing like that, but it's just any man who says, you know, what they want to say about the game out there, just like, bro, if you just let any old person come up to you and say whatever and you fall for it, you don't vet, you don't have any, you know, wisdom about you, you're going to get taken. Whoever married that woman with the headpiece on, he got taken. But yeah, and I never saw this video.
You're good. Keep going ahead.
Yeah, I never saw this video.
Yeah, you going ahead. We gonna get to that part.
Yeah, because I've never seen the video, but I mean, it's painfully obvious to me, right? If you don't have any game, you know, and not to knock the passport bros, but you over here getting ran by a pretty face and a smile. You think you ain't gonna get ran in Thailand? You ain't gonna get ran in Brazil? You ain't gonna get ran. People just, they want to cheat code their way to the top, man. You got to put in the work. You know what I mean? And the real ones are always going to be here. There are women out there trying to give you game. And if you, and it's good advice, and you should listen. Most of those women are married for real, and they've never really been feminists. They didn't like it. But you got some girl who's out here smashing dudes all the time, getting lit, doing all this other stuff. I mean, she's probably covering up all her tattoos. Guarantee you she got mad tattoos. You know what I mean? She took off the nails just for the interview. She going to put them back on. Come on, man. If you can't see through that, then you get what you deserve in my book.
DL, I'm just gonna stop you right there. Yeah, okay. Hold your horses. Hold on. What y'all got to say?
I was just saying that I agree that men are the prize, just for the simple fact that men take like most of the financial loss when it comes to being married. Women want men to take on the bills. Most of the time they pay for the wedding, and just the bills alone is like a loss. So therefore a man is the prize. Because sorry, I was trying to get off mute. Two things. One, I just want to point out the fact I am not Muslim. I am Black and Jewish. I just cover my hair out of respect for my husband.
Is this working against women now?
All right. Make sure y'all keep that in mind. She says she keeps her hair covered out of respect for her husband. Okay? Keep that part in mind.
Feminism with the amount of whoredom that's been supported, but they call it sexual liberation.
Freedom. Yeah.
Okay. Put a pin in that part right there. She's agreeing with him that is a problem with the women. The sexual liberation is sexual freedom. She's agreeing with him. Y'all get that part? She's doing her pick me thing. She's doing her chameleon thing. You know, I'm agree with the men. I'm going to follow through so that I can be liked and picked.
Yeah. Or these things.
99. Luna got an OnlyFans? And credibility is shot. Hold up. You got an OnlyFans, Luna? For real?
So, the same woman that that women should be ashamed for their sexual liberation and promise, and she got an OnlyFans.
She ain't got no room to talk. Point blank period. Red lipstick. She ain't got no room to talk.
All her goodies, okay?
She ain't got no room to talk. Point blank period. She played that chameleon role very well, and she got an OnlyFans. Anybody on OnlyFans can't say nothing.
Can't say shit.
Oh, hold that point, because that's where we're going to go. Because I hope Brother Ricky can come up here because he posed a very good question. Hold that thought, guys. We're going to get there. Let's finish seeing this foolery right here.
Luna. Yeah. You got OnlyFans?
Does that question, why does, if I'm married though, why does it matter? Because are you
right there? What did I tell y'all? What did I say? She keeps throwing, but I'm married though. But I'm married though. But I'm married though. But you married, but you're still a hoe. Okay.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
That just make her husband look bad.
Right. So her question to the young lady at the top: are you better than me because I do OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much.
And ain't even telling what type of OnlyFans she do. I don't care if it's feet pics or she's showing the whole thing. She on that showing something. Everything exclusive. Everything is supposed to be exclusive on you. And if it ain't, you ain't got no room to talk. That's like asking a porn star for political advice, man. What we doing?
I bet that hair ain't covered up on that damn OnlyFans page. So.
But it might be. Extra. That's the extra bonus. It might be covered up because they into that.
But you know what? You might be right, my brother.
It is not.
Better than me? Question: yes or no?
Yes. At this point, yes, she is.
Yes or no? But are you love? I didn't ask you.
Yes, she is.
And I'm not. I don't really care about your opinions because I'm married. I'm not trying to get vetted by none of y'all.
Who is yo? Tell your man. Hold on.
I don't want to be on camera.
Tell your man get on the camera. Maybe he can answer for you. I'd rather talk to him. I don't want to talk to you. This Hamp talking, my G. What's poppin'? Who the fuck is that?
Time out. Yo, get the fuck up, man.
Seriously, this what we doing? This what we doing?
This what we been doing. I think
you got Alphonse up here.
We've been doing this, though. We've been doing this.
Y'all been doing this. This is what I hate about niggas. I hate y'all. This is what I hate about y'all. Right? So listen, we'll have people. So I don't look. OnlyFans is OnlyFans. Hoeing is hoeing. Right? Let's get that baseline out the way. Hoeing is hoeing.
Right.
But my question is this. Where's the same energy for the hoes that's on OnlyFans and tell you that they're on OnlyFans?
Don't do it yet. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't answer. Don't ask. Hey. We're going to get to that. Don't do it yet, brother Rick.
No, I mean, it's the world we're living in today, though, right? I mean, I look at the game from both perspectives, man. We're living in this clout culture. I mean, people rather be famous than wealthy, you know, anything for attention, you know, and you have people who are going to always be that way. I was in Hollywood for 20 years, almost 25 years. That's what they do. They're going after, they're going for the billions. And, you know, the average person, if they can get some clout or whatever, and they're willing to sell themselves, sell them souls. I mean, we heard Cat Williams, right? We've heard all the stories about Will Smith and all the rest of them. It is what it is. But you, as an individual, you got to be able to see through that. Whatever mechanism you're going to use, if you're going to fall back on your religion, or if you're just going to fall back on your, you know, like you a retired pimp, you know the game. You're going to fall back on the game, but you got to fall back on something. There's a lot of dudes out there that just, they'll take whatever, man. They ain't trying to climb up the tree to get the best fruit. They'll take that fruit and ran all the way off the tree and down the hill. They don't care. They'll go down there and pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
Ha 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 ha!